Welcome to the morning Forex coffee session. And I know that the times have been a little bit jumping back and forth. It hasn't been scheduled at around about 9 o'clock like I normally do, between 9 and 9:30. But I actually went ahead and did my COVID-19 test again today because I came positive. So I had to go ahead and do another COVID test, and I had to go ahead and get that done this morning. But we'll see what the results are by next week, Monday, see exactly how things are playing out. So it is what it is, trying to get through this COVID-19 pandemic and get the results that I need in order to be able to make everyone around me feel comfortable. With that being said, traders, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the market setup this morning. Or at least the week setup. So we're going to go this morning and take a look at the week setups and see exactly what the trades did this week, and see whether or not we profit on some of the setups. Also, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the trades that we're currently in right now, see how that played out, and see if we can go ahead and check out the details around that. With that being said, I'll see you right after this. All right, traders, well, welcome back, and yes, I still got my cup of coffee right here, so I am absolutely ready to rock and roll, and we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on in the marketplace this morning. We're going to start off with the pairs that were set up this week. Go ahead and take a look at those details and see how the market reacted this week. So it may be late morning coffee session, but it is what it is. Still got a cup of coffee right here to make sure that we get things going this morning. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on here this week. And this is the details that we have right here. Morning, Michael. And so as we go ahead and take a look at the euro crosses right here, we can see that Euro JPY was set up for a penny position this week. In fact, Euro JPY, Euro New Zealand dollar, Euro pound, and Euro US dollar, all four of them were setting up for penny positions, which means we're looking for a bearish move to the downside. And we spoke about that at the beginning of the week, and we said, hey, listen here, take a look and see what's going on right here. We're looking at all the euro crosses looking for a downside move, right? It was all anticipated based on the fact that we see consensus across the board, with all those pairs indicating some possible overbought condition to look for a sell-off. And let's go ahead and take a look and see how the market reacted this week. Let's go into the Euro New Zealand dollar first. Actually, it was a Euro JPY first. Let me take a look. Sorry, Euro JPY first. All right, so let's take a look here at the Euro JPY and see how things panned out right here. Here's the Euro JPY. And we're never got into an overbought condition. And price did hit its target. So we hit a target for the week, no trading opportunity. Let's move on to the next currency pair, and let's take a look right here. This is the next currency pair right here, and the same thing happened right here. We did get into an overbought condition right here, but we did hit the target very, very early in the stage of this week's trading. So we hit the target, and so therefore we're going to go ahead and mark this off as a hit target without any opportunity. Let's go to the Euro Pound. Euro Pound, also, look at the sell-off we had this week as well. Sell-off on the Euro Pound. So everything, Euro JPY, Euro New Zealand dollar, Euro Pound, all seen sell-off this week, exactly what we were anticipated. So if you guys paid attention to what we spoke about on Monday, then you would have gone ahead this week and started looking for some sell-offs. And I said, if you're looking to get into a short-term opportunity, look to sell Euro crosses across the board this week, and if you did that, there would have been a lot of profit potential for you to be able to grab those sell-offs this week on the Euro crosses. It's all happening. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what else is happening right here. So the Euro Pound sold off. We did see some test of the target. So the target was hit this week. No trading opportunity though on this strategy. Now, very importantly, I mention this because it's vitally important that you understand this. Although this strategy may not have offered an opportunity, we did talk about the sell-off on the Euro crosses this week. Therefore, any other strategy that you may have applied to find trades going south on the Euro crosses you would have profited from. So don't just take just this strategy and say, well, I'm just going to follow this strategy this week. Remember, go ahead and keep the strategy running, but use this as a directional bias so that you can go ahead and apply any other trading strategy that you feel comfortable with, whether it's short-term or mid-term type of strategy, but you can apply it in that direction when everything lines up and confirms for the sell signal. So just keep that in mind. Use any sort of trading system that you feel comfortable with by using this as a directional bias for the week. Pay attention to the Monday sessions. It's very important. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and continue right here. David, good morning, David. We've got Ollie in the house. Good morning, Ollie. Let's go take a look and see you right here. So this is the Euro US dollar. We did get an overbought condition right here as price went ahead and worked its way back down south. This is right here. We picked this up really high. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little closer up right here. Looks like it may have been this candle here. Let me double check this. Yep, but it was this candle right here. So the close of this candle, which is at 1936, 1.1936, we picked up a sell. So 1.1936, we picked up a sell on the Euro US dollar. This was active. The other trades were not active, so we can go ahead and just clean that up right here. So none of those were active. We end up hitting the target on all of those. Plus, of course, we hit the target on the Euro US dollar this week as well now. But this one actually set up with an overbought condition where we got in on a sell. The others were no trades. As you can see right here, we had no trades right here. But this one right here, we picked up a sell, and we went ahead and we profited on this trade. And as you can see right here, if we entered there at that point, right there, price moved to the target. We picked up 131 pips on this trade. So let's go ahead and add this in. 131 pips was captured on that trade this week. So 131 right there. Let's go to the pound crosses now and take a look. We've only got one pound cross that was looking for a bearish alert. That was the pound New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look and see how the pound New Zealand dollar worked out this week. Let's go here. Pound New Zealand dollar looking for a sell-off. Well, we hit the target. Price then rallied up. So by the time we hit the target, this trade was non and void. So we didn't get a trading opportunity on this. And so this was a hit target. No trading opportunity on that. It was a low probability. In any case, we did mark it off as a low probability, so I wasn't too excited about the pound New Zealand dollar. Let's go to the Aussie crosses right here. Aussie JPY. We're going to go ahead and look for a sell opportunity on that. In fact, we're going to go to Aussie JPY, Aussie New Zealand dollar. We're going to skip Aussie CAD. We're going to go to Aussie US dollar because Aussie CAD was a hit target already this week. So let's go ahead and take a look at Aussie JPY first. All right, there we go. And as you can see right here, traders, Aussie JPY has been a hit target very early in the week. We had a hit target, no real opportunity to go ahead and sell on this one right here. I know that I'm in on trades on this already. So I'm already in on some of these positions on previous targets that I'm looking for. In fact, if I go ahead and compress the chart right here, we got targets. You can see all the multiple entry points that I would have on this. And we've got targets all the way down here. I've got a target I'm chasing all the way down here. So I'm in for the long haul. And we've spoken about this before. And I went to the daily time frame and I said, hey, man, we're looking for price to move all the way down. So we're at the early stages. As long as we stay below the 76.58 level, we're chasing after 72.11 to the downside. So I'm quite comfortable holding on to my Aussie JPY sells at the moment right now and see how that plays out. Let's go ahead and take a look at Aussie New Zealand dollar. So Aussie New Zealand dollar working its way off that resistance there. We spoke about that. We marked it off as a contraction box right here. This is a liquidation level right here. Market going to bounce off that. It's heading south, which is great. I'm actually looking for this to be a long-term downward move. I'm looking to take out this level at 795 and then down here at 564. So this is a longward downward bearish move that we're expecting on Aussie New Zealand dollar. But let's take a look and see how our target looked like this week. And this week, if I go ahead and open up right here, It looks like we did get a trade in on this. I think we may have marked it off already. Let's see here. Aussie New Zealand dollar. Yes, we did. We had a sell there at 1.0990. That was a sell. Where's 9.190? So 9.90 is, there it is there. So we picked up a sell right here. Let me see if I can mark it off. There was a sell. Price worked its way up another, looks like about another 27 pips, which wouldn't have got us in on another trade. So we're in on this. We're in the money on this one right here, and we're up about 62 pips. It got down to about 84 pips for the week, and we're chasing after about 99 pips in profit, give or take a few, 99 pips. So traders could have absolutely made a decision as price came back down to this level. I don't see an oversold condition, so well, maybe traders are just holding on to it a little bit longer. Look, long term, we got targets down here. You can see we got a missed target from the last week. There's a missed target from a few weeks ago right here. So there's a lot of trading opportunities to the downside. And like I said, if you look at the daily right here, the daily is looking for a much further move to the downside. We can see that it's going to be support around about 1.0796. So we've got a long ways to go before we hit some solid support for this particular pair. So I'm expecting Aussie New Zealand dollar to continue to fall. And I spoke about this in my trading room this week, and I said, hey, this looks like a perfect example of a irregular flat pattern, all right, where price is going to go ahead and work its way up like it did right here, come back down, go up and take out the previous high, then work its way back down, take out the previous low right here, create a support level at this expansion level right here, and then eventually turn around and head back up north, because at the end of the day, we are still chasing after the top of the range on the Aussie New Zealand dollar. So long term or mid term, call it what you want to call it, we're looking at around about 1.13 as a target to the upside. So this sort of correction move right here is just what it is. It's just a correction move. So we'll go ahead and continue to monitor this Aussie New Zealand dollar. And so Aussie New Zealand dollar, we're still in on this trade. It's active. And we'll move on to the next currency pair. Let's take a look at Aussie US dollar right here. Aussie US dollar hit its target this week. We had a nice little downside move. Let's see if we got in on here. There's the, I think we got in on this level right here. Let's take a look. Yeah, right here at the top. Yep, right here at the top, at the close of that candle was the entry point. Let's go ahead and mark that off. We had probably another 21 pips to go north, but that wouldn't have got us in on a second trade. So we're closed out about 99.2. So let's call it 99 pips on this trade right here. So this trade hit its target, and we closed out with 99 pips for this trade. So this trade right here, Aussie US dollar, got in. We closed out with 99 pips on this one right here. It was a sell. Let's go ahead and put it in. It was active. And then closed out with profit. It was a sell. We went into an overbought condition, and now it's hit its target. So we've gone ahead and hit the target. There it is there. And the entry price on that was that candle there. Let's get the entry price on that. And we're going to call it 72.55. 72.55. So 0.7255. That was the entry point right here, and we've gone here and closed out for the week. All right, that's it. And this one was hit target. That one was hit target right here. This was, oops, sorry, no, this one's still active. So this was a hit target right here, and let's go ahead and say no trade there. Okay, cool. All right, so let's move on to the last two right here. This is New Zealand Canadian and US dollar CAD. Let's take a look at New Zealand CAD right here. And we did rally, did hit the target. No trading opportunity on the New Zealand CAD. Let's go to the US dollar CAD. And US dollar CAD looks like I don't see any trading opportunity here. I did see actually a bit of divergence here. We had some great bullish divergence. Price continued to work its way back down south right here, and as the oscillator hit some lows, it started working its way back up. So the oscillator started moving north, gave us good divergence for a bullish rally, but we didn't get in on this trade based on the strategy that we follow. So Let me double check this. I want to make absolutely certain. Let's see here. There looks like it almost came inside. No, it did not. No, it did not. And then here, let's see if it did pick up over here. Oh, snap! We're in. We got in right here at the close of this candle at 31.57. So 31.57. 31.57 was actually a buy signal right here. So we got in on a buy over here, oversold condition there. We haven't hit the target, and this is still active. Alright, so there it is. This one's actually still active right here. We're in the money on this trade right here. So let me see which candle was that. Was it this candle? Yeah, it was that candle right there. So this is the candle we got in at. And price did move down a little further down south, not a whole bunch, 24 pips. And currently right now we're up about 48 pips. We're chasing after a target, a much higher target up here. And we're looking for price to move up to around about 124. So at the moment right now, we're not in the trade. Now, let's take a look at dollar index. Let's take a quick look at dollar index this week. And we've been expecting a bullish move on dollar index. And this week, although it started off bearish, it has gone ahead and moved back all the way back to its opening price of the week. So we're back up here. So the dollar index is starting to work its way back up north. Let's take a look at the. This is the daily. See a nice little drop right here. See, it's a great form of divergence here, support. We want to see it break out of this channel. And by the way, traders, once we break out of this downward wedge right here, we should see price moving pretty rapidly up to the next level of resistance, which is going to be that channel line that you're seeing right there on the top in this whatever color that is. Let's call it just purple. So this color, light purple right here. So this color right here, this upward channel line right here, is where we're going to see price working its way back up to. So something like this, right? Now, when it gets there, we may be seeing dollar weakness across the board. But we'll go ahead and take a look and see how things are with that. So at the moment right now, dollar strength is what I'm anticipating. So looking next week for a breakout of that wedge, look for the market to continue to rally. In fact, if we can get this over the next couple of weeks, we could be looking for some good positive move in the dollar. Now, US oil, we've seen US oil still bouncing off that $43 level right there, or at least not breaking above that. So we can see that we still have range-bound conditions, which means a contraction phase in this particular pair right here. So we are contracted at this point, which means that markets are moving sideways. All right. So US oil not really making any sort of move right now. You can see, however, that price is still testing the top of the range, the top of that area right here. We're expecting, this is my forecast on US oil. My forecast on US oil is anticipating price to move back down to about $26 a barrel. Maybe we only make 30, all right? But I am looking for a price to reject $43 a barrel, move down, drop down to about 26, maybe $30 a barrel before turn around and heading back up north. Now, when it does move back up north, I'm expecting price to break 43, head up to around about, what do we got just $60 a barrel, and then eventually move further up north as we're looking for price on US oil to go much higher up. In fact, let me go ahead and pull this weekly up right here. You can see a lot more clearer. You see price could go up to $146 a barrel. Could that happen? Well, the technicals say yes, it could happen. How long will it take before we get there? I don't know. All right, maybe it's going to be back in 2026. I don't know, but we are definitely seeing some upside rally as price starts working its way back up north again. So this is where US oil is at right here, and this is where we are with the trade. Now, that's where we are with regards to these trading opportunities this week. I know that there are a lot of targets that we're going to go ahead and address on Monday with regards to previous targets that price is moving down to. We're going to go ahead and check it out, do some sort of recall on those trades to see how those trades are doing. Now, before we go ahead and close off, I want to go ahead and take a look at the trades that I'm currently in right now and see whether or not I need to make some decisions before the weekend. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I'm going to pull up the trading account that I'm using for this particular strategy right here, and let's go take a look and see what we've got going here. So we've got quite a few positions open. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And traders, very importantly, even though I've got 12 currency pairs that I'm opened up and trading, remember that equity management is a huge requirement, and you have to have very good equity management in this type of strategy. So whatever type of strategy that you're trading, make absolutely certain that you're applying good equity management on your trades. Now, I normally use a trading robot to be able to place these trades for me, and what's happening is when my MT4 trading account closed down, I had to reopen that again. I had to remove the EAs in order for me to continue to trade, because once the EAs get reloaded, they end up closing out the positions I currently have open, especially the losing position. So what I had to do is self-manage these positions. So I'm actually self-managing a lot of the positions right now until I can get them closed out and start adding on the EA once again. So this is what we've got going here. Let's take a look. So I've got 4 positions on the Aussie CAD. I'm slightly down on the money on that. So Aussie CAD. I'm looking for a bearish move on Aussie CAD. Aussie JPY, I'm also looking for bearish move. Aussie New Zealand dollar, look for bearish move. So I still believe that Aussie is going to see its weakness, and we're going to see a drop in Aussie. So I'm not too unhappy with holding on to the shorts on the Aussie crosses. All right, we got Euro Aussie right here. I've got a buy on Euro Aussie, which again, if I'm expecting weakness out in Aussie, then I don't mind holding on to the Euro Aussie bullish, because I'm expecting weaker Aussie. Euro JPY, we've seen a nice little sell-off on Euro JPY. I'm not done with Euro JPY. I believe Euro JPY is going to drop back down a little further down south. Let's take a look over here. And to pull up the Euro JPY, I can move this to the daily again. And so Euro JPY, I'm looking for Euro JPY to break below 124.40. Now I said in my trading room, I say, traders, listen, man, when we get down to 141 right, or these 121.42 right here, I say we have to make a decision. Now we got there, all right, but we still got a nice little bearish candle on the daily. I'm not too concerned. We're probably gonna get down to that level again, but you can see that we hit a low at 124.43. So 124.43 was a low for the day. Am I getting into a point where I need to get the heck out of Dodge? No. The day's still showing a nice little bearish move. I'm going to watch the hourly chart and see if we can continue to stay bearish on the hourly. Right now, if you look at my system that I use right here, yes, we are still bearish. In fact, we've just gone ahead and turned south. So I'm going to be watching this very carefully. I'm expecting price to drop back down to 121.42 again, and hopefully go ahead and break through that level. If we can break through this level right here, there's a lot of room for price to drop. All right, a lot of room. In fact, if it goes back down to retest this trend line, we're looking at a 500 plus pip move to the downside. So there's a lot of potential for Euro JPY to move to the downside. But traders, we have to break through this level. Now, if I go ahead and compress my chart right here, I can see that I have this wave 1, 2, 3, and this is in the wave 4 consolidation right here, which means that if I am correct with my analysis, if I am as smart as I think I am, and I don't think I am very smart, but if I am thinking I'm the half as smart as what I think, then price could go ahead and retest, break through this level, retest this level, and then work its way back down south to 116, and then eventually we're going to see a break of that as price gets back down to 111. That's my overall target right here. We're going to see what happens over here at this level. We've got to get back below 124.40 or 42, around about that level. We've got to get back below that in order for us to see 116 come into play, and then eventually 111. So watching that support level very, very closely and see if the market can break through that level. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what else I've got that I need to pay a little bit more attention to. I've got some pound crosses right here. If I look at the pound crosses, I've got majority of them are bullish. In fact, pound Aussie is bullish, expecting Aussie weakness. That makes sense. Pound CAD, I'm actually bearish on pound CAD, strangely enough, and I'm actually in the money on the pound CAD. Let's take a look at pound CAD and see what's going on with pound CAD. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go to pound CAD. Break this one down. Yeah, well, pound CAD right here, the reason why we're bearish on pound CAD is we've got resistance at the top right here. We've got support down here. We've just come off a resistance of the daily. We're looking for price to go ahead and work its way back down. Now, I did draw in this trend line right here, and I'm waiting for a good little break below that. If we can get a nice little break below that, and then break below 71.79. Write it down. 71, so 1.7179. If I can break through that level of support right here, then we're off down towards around about 166. So I still think pound CAD would be going bearish. Now, let's think about this. The only way pound CAD can go bearish is if we have a very weak pound. Number one, that's one. Number two, I'm not seeing that across the board because the other pound pairs I'm expecting rally. All right, but pound CAD, could it be influenced by U.S. oil? Could the Canadian dollar be influenced by U.S. oil? Which means that in order for pound CAD to work its way down south, we need to have a stronger Canadian dollar, which means could U.S. oil break $42 a barrel? Could it break $42 a barrel? Or at least at $43, all right? Could it break? Because if it does, that could push pound CAD further down south as we're looking at it technically right now. Now, so what I need to do is here, I need to look at where my target is, right? Because everything's based on our targets, right? Where is our target sitting right here? Well, there is my target right here. So I'm not looking for too much downside action on this. If I go to the pound CAD right here, and I look at this target right here, I'm looking for price to work its way back down south, another about 158 pips. So I've got about another 158 pips to go. Let's go back to my trade because it all comes down to risk-reward ratios, right? And I'm looking at the moment right now, and pound CAD right here. Let me add this. Add this. I want to see what the percentage is on this. Let's add in another little indicator that I got here going. Pound. Can. Oh, I didn't have this. I don't have that oscillator there. All right, never mind. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm noticing that notice the pound CAD right here. I'm past the first entry point right here. So my first entry point, I'm going to pay attention to the first entry point right here because I'm in the money on, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 entries. I've got 4 entries. I'm in the money. I've got another about 158 pips to go. We'll have to make a decision on this. I'm going to make a decision next week on this. I'm going to look at this right here on the daily, and I'm going to make a decision as we go to next week. Next week, Monday, I'm going to make a decision. So I'm going to carry this over the weekend. I'm going to allow the daily to close out. I'm going to see how the daily closes out. I'm probably going to, if it does what it does right here, if it's doing what it's doing right now, right, I'm quite comfortable holding on to this position and looking for price to continue to work its way back down south because the momentum is behind. In fact, if you take a look at the oscillator down below, the oscillator is starting to break through the zero line, which means that we're moving from a bullish zone into a bearish zone. And that means that if we do see the break of this trend line, price could continue to fall back down south and follow the momentum that we're currently seeing at the moment right now that's starting to move from bullish to bearish. So I'm quite comfortable holding on to the pound CAD bearish. All right, so that pretty much wraps up. Let's take a look over here. Is there anything else that I need to go ahead and review? And let's go back to this right here. Any other pairs that I need to take a look at? Let me just drop that down so I can get some more. Nope, that should be pretty much it. Pound US dollar, not in the money on that. Nope, I am comfortable holding what I currently have right now. So everything that I have right now is quite fine for me to go ahead and leave for the weekend. So I'm going to leave that over the weekend. Not going to close out any positions right now. But come on Monday, there may be a decision that we need to make on the pound CAD and maybe go ahead and address other pairs at the same time as well. We'll see what happens over the weekend. All right, traders, listen here. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please go ahead and do that. If you like the content of this video, smash the like button. We'd love to go ahead and see your comments as well. Post the comments on here. Share the video with people that you know. I would love to get more people in the trading in this trading session as we go ahead and broadcast on a Monday and a Friday every week. This is the Epic Big Dog, wishing you peace, joy, and successful trading. And if you don't find success in your trading, or you're struggling a little bit in your trading, don't forget to go check out the description right there. There is a link to get access to my trading room. All right, we broadcast on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we may even start moving. In fact, not may, we will be moving to a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday session. It's going to be awesome. Traders are going to be involved in trend trading based systems that we go ahead and talk about inside the trading room. With that being said, have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you Monday. This is Epic Big Dog signing off.